Hello Facebook, hello YouTube, what is up everybody? This is Ruben and I'm back with another Ruben Report. For today's video, we are doing some more maintenance on the KLR 650. I know that I've been away for a little bit. Last week I was supposed to continue our MCP kit experiment process, but I was delayed. It was actually raining all last week. So I just took the time to relax and take care of some other projects. But we're back now. Today it is a very nice day out. Spring is in full effect now, and spring for my area means it's about 80 degrees outside now on the regular. And one particular part of maintenance that I have been not necessarily ignoring, but really just putting on the back burner was tending to my radiator fan. You see that the radiator fan has been removed from the KLR 650. And the reason why the radiator fan needs some attention is because sometime, I think it was even last year or early this year, my radiator fan blade, the blade that's on the radiator fan, broke. And it was rattling every time that I would, hear the fan turn on. You would just hear this very annoying rattling sound. So what I did is I just disconnected the fan at that point in time. But then as time continued to go on, what I found was that for a radiator fan, there was a crack in the fan blade, which then later resulted in the fan breaking into two pieces. And so I then started to do some research to see whether or not I can replace this fan blade and just keep the radiator fan altogether. I found on a website called KLR650.net, I believe, they sell replacement fans, and they're supposed to be aluminum just like this one. So, but those radiator fans, they have been discontinued, unfortunately. And I believe the stock radiator fan, if I'm not mistaken, is actually supposed to be plastic on the KLR 650. So throughout all the research that I've been doing, I couldn't find just a simple replacement fan blade. And even the replacement fan blade, which is discontinued now, being aluminum, it also failed on me. So I believe that this has already been replaced once in the past. So what I've decided to do instead, when I was doing the research, instead of replacing the whole fan assembly, I just took it off, because this alone with the new fan on I think Partzilla, yeah, that's what it's called, it's over $400. I was like, I'm not spending that much money on a radiator fan. So what we did is we went to Rocky Mountain ATV, and they have this kit called the digital radiator fan kit. Okay, and in this kit you get your own new radiator fan. It also gives you a digital readout, okay, of your temperature. All right, and it's a general mounting system that can mount up to pretty much any radiator. So this is a fan that can be used on pretty much any bike. And so that's the route that I went. This was a bit cheaper as well. It was only a little over 140, 150 bucks, I believe. And with this, not only will I get a brand new fan, I will also get a digital readout of my temperatures in real time. So yeah, I mean, the main reason why this project has been delayed so long is because, especially riding throughout the winter time, I just never came into a situation where the fan would turn on anyways. Like I would be riding wherever it is that I needed to go to, commuting back and forth, and the fan would just never come on. So it, you know, very rarely coming on when I would sit too long at a stop sign. It was always very brief. And so what I initially did is I just, you know, again, unplug the old fan, and I would never really see the temp gauge go beyond 2/3 of a way ever. But now that it's starting to get a lot warmer out, this has become more of a necessary item to go ahead and address. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to go ahead and go through the install process of this new fan, see how everything hooks up, how everything works, and we'll see you guys once we start putting this stuff together. So here we go. Before we start putting certain things on, I do want to mention that with your old radiator fan, you don't have to cut any wires. You don't have to do anything, you know, of that nature. I have the wires tucked away now, but there's this connector here. That connector connects to this. It might even be tucked up here. You know, on your stock bike, you could just unplug it. Okay, that comes out. And then there's another connector that goes down to your temperature sensing unit. What this does is it reads the temperature of the bike and it turns on and turns off the fan. So if you wanted to disconnect your fan, all you got to do is just take this little plug off. That's what that looks like. Again, I have it tucked up under here, but it comes all the way, it should come all the way down, you know, here, and plug in on this little metal thing here. This is what engages and disengages the fan once it reaches a certain temperature. So if you wanted to just completely disengage your fan, again, you just pull this little plug off and you can just leave it on, and you know, it won't engage at all. But I don't want to do away or cut these wires at all. I just tuck them away. In the future, possibly someone wants to go back to a stock fan. I don't know, but I'm gonna put this one on and we'll see how it goes. So I just wanted to go over that part first before we start going to some of these install steps. Okay, so the install of the fan is quite straightforward. It comes with these pull-through zip tie style strings that have these locking clips on the end, along with, where are they? These padding things, okay, that you want to put on either side or both sides of the radiator. Okay, where it is that you're going to put the string through. Now, I didn't really follow the instructions to the T. I kind of did my own thing, because with a KLR 650, you know that when it comes to servicing the valves or taking the valve cover off, you always got to move the radiator out of the way in order to do that. Right. What I have done is, instead of using the zip ties on both mounting points, I actually use one of the existing you know, holes for the bolt here for one of the ends, and I put the zip tie through on the other end. And what this allows me to do is this allows me to undo this side, so when I do have to do maintenance on the valve cover at any point in time, I can just undo this, and then I can just swivel this out the way so I can still get this off. Okay, so I just want to put that out there, let you guys know, especially for you guys who are doing this. If you're going to be doing this on your KLR, maybe that's something that you can do as well, just so you can continue to maintain your bike. Okay, so now that that's in, now we just have to hook everything up and see how it works. So see you guys in a moment. Okay, so now I have everything connected and hooked up on the bike. The connectors that it comes with, there's one that routes to the battery. I went ahead and put that on. Okay. Then they all connect here with certain clip connections. There's another that goes, there's one that goes from there to the fan, and another that goes down here to a provided little temperature sensor. I put it right above the old one. And then there's another one that connects all the way to the digital display here. Now I chose this place for the digital display, so that way when I put my tank back on, I can still see the digital display while I'm riding. So I'm gonna put the tank on and I'll show you guys what that looks like. All right, so with the tank on, it looks like such. Okay, so I can still see how hot the bike is getting with this digital display here. All right, and so that's that. I'm going to go ahead and fire her up. That's what the instructions say. It comes preset, so we can press this button here. It's preset to turn the fan on at 190 degrees. I'm gonna have to look into the Kawasaki specifications. We can adjust that if we want to. So I'm gonna go look in the Kawasaki KLR 650 specifications to see what the operating temperature when the fan should turn on for the KLR, and I'm gonna set it to that. So I'm gonna go do that. We're gonna run the bike for a while, let it warm up, and see if the fan kicks on. Okay, I have ran the bike up and down the street a little bit, and got it up to temperature. Okay, as you can see, it says it's 195 right now. It has the fan symbol on, so that must mean that it's actually working. You can see the fan blades are spinning. Okay, it's very quiet. It's much more quiet than the other fan. The fan is going, so it is working. The operating temperature, or where the fan should kick in, is around, I read it was around 200 degrees. I set it to, I kept it around the 190, 195-ish. And that's when it kicks on the regular thermostat. So, fan works. I will keep you guys updated on, you know, how this thing holds up over time. But it's a good install, and it's working good so far. So, all right. Oh, there you go. Now you can hear it. Yeah, it's going to keep on going most likely until it cools off. But it was able to keep the bike at a steady 195 while being sit, so it works well. Again, we're going to continue to do more tests along the way. I mean, it's not too hot out yet. It's about 85 degrees out right now. So once we start hitting, you know, 115 or 110, you know, 105 degrees, as we usually do out here where I live, we'll see how that plans out, or fans out, pun intended. All right, so thank you guys for watching this video. I will most likely resume with my MCP video next week, and but yeah, I just needed to get this out of the way. So thank you guys for watching. Stay safe out there, and peace.